This is the future.
Today is March 11, 2024. It is 4:08 a.m. I did my recording already and I just woke up my husband to come and fix my video for me. Today at BetterUp's Uplift Summit in San Francisco, Prince Harry, as Chief Impact Officer, co-hosted a conversation on how C-level leaders manage the unique pressure of their roles, build resilience, and foster a culture that supports sustainable performance. Okay, so this is an article. As I did my recording, the link will be in the description. Okay, let's see here. Oh, so that is at how do you call it? Sussex.com. Okay, today Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex and Chief Impact Officer of BetterUp, hosted an insightful conversation with CHROs at BetterUp's Uplift Summit in San Francisco. He was joined by organizational psychologist and BetterUp's chairman of the Center for Purpose and Performance, Dr. Adam Grant, and Cisco Chief People Officer Kelly John. This year's summit, which centered on courageous leadership, provides a unique forum for C-suite leaders, business executives, and HR professionals and advocates. The session, Beyond Burnout, Transforming C-Level Stress into Strength, examines how C-level leaders managed. I'm sorry, I'm laughing because as I'm reading this, what I'm thinking is that his family in the UK will need that kind of session, but they're so stubborn. They only believe on their own hype. They don't want to get help. So there's Harry making a difference in people's life. And if the rest of his family could have humbled themselves and get help when they need it, which they need right now, especially his brother, but he's not. But anyway, if you go on my other channels, you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm sorry I mentioned it here. The session Beyond Burnout, Transforming C-Level Stress into Strength, examines how C-level leaders manage the unique pressure of their roles, build resilience, and foster a culture that supports sustainable performance. The trio delve into the psychological toll of leading through uncertainty, sharing personal anecdotes, evidence-based practices, and forward-thinking policies aimed at helping leaders thrive amidst the pressures of today's world and modern corporate life. So let's look at some of the pictures. Okay, so there's Harry here. So it plays again. This is the same person here. Okay, I think this is it. Okay, yeah. There's Bendy here. Same thing. It's being played over. All right, these I covered already. So let's go back on Twitter, read some of the comments. Okay, thanks. If anyone has experience of a role with unique pressure, has built resilience, and fostered a culture that supports sustainable performance, Prince Harry has and does. He's uniquely qualified as BetterUp's Chief Impact Officer. Okay, absolutely. Love stealth mode, Harry. We know who will have had a sudden thing to do today. Now I just need to get a sold out ticket and time to go for the rest of Uplift. Okay. Meanwhile, his brother is in hiding. May God bless and protect him. Amen. And he based this on his psychology qualification and extensive management experience. They just told you. They bring the people, the psychologists. I just read the thing. And then let's not forget, experience speaks loud, very loud. His experience will help him as well. But if they had read the thing, they go on the website and read it. They bought psychologists. Do I still have it open? Better up. Where is it here? Let me look for it. There it is here. Okay, he was joined by organizational psychologist and BetterUp's chairman of the Center for Purpose and Performance, Dr. Adam Grant, and Cisco's Chief People Officer, Kelly John. Okay, the psychologist was there. Okay, he's not going and input his own personal experience onto people. There's the professional there. My goodness, let's see what some people say. There's 4 comments on here. For white MAGA Australian, salty as hell. Okay, if you don't have anything nice to say, okay, let me take a screenshot of it. This is what I put. I took a screenshot of it and I highlight the part that says it. Okay, he was joined by organizational psychologists. Okay, if you took a few seconds to read the link provided, you could have learned something. His experience with his crazy family is his qualification to have an input in this. He was joined by a psychologist. Okay, so I put the thing here. All right, let me submit it. My goodness. All right, so that's that. Let's see what else people are saying. I'm not gonna stay too long on this. So more people are talking about it. Look at Prince Harry getting harder and harder as he gets older. All right, let's see here. Okay, is that some kind of red freaking middle parting? And his hair, what the hell? No way is that good looking. Oh, it's up to you.
The next day.
So yesterday I recorded this.
A few moments later.
It seems like when I'm recording my videos and I switch between, let's say, the internet and then the program that I'm editing the video, the audio doesn't work. I don't know what's going on. So I'm doing this voiceover showing you on yesterday's recording that the audio did not work. And then today, which is April 12th, and I'm re-recording it again, and I was showing you the screen again, not knowing the issues. The audio did not work. So this is why I'm doing this voiceover. So yesterday I did the recording, and during the day while I was editing, and I ran into some problem. And when I got near the end and I switched to the program Premiere, the audio did not work. So I record more to it, and then now this is what I'm sharing with you, what I'm recording now. Okay, so let's get back to what I've just recorded, and while I'm editing, that's when I realized the first portion of the video did not work. Okay, so that's it. Let's continue. This is the part here that I was talking about, and I blacked that person. Let's look at it again. So this is this person here who was saying that let me just read it. And he based this on his psychologist qualification and extensive management experience. SNOT. Okay, so this is where I went back on the website, grabbed a screenshot to let her know he's not diagnosed as anybody. Okay, there are professionals, psychologists he brought along to help, whatever it is that they were talking about. So he was not the main person telling people what to do. I mean, he's speaking to smart people over there. All right. So I covered that already in the video. So she came back again. Having unresolved mental health issues does not qualify you to tell other people how to manage theirs. Okay, so there's me here. 4, have you diagnosed him? He is not treating anyone. He never said he is treating anyone. He's shedding light onto things. He was doing the exact same thing with Heads Together in the UK.
My grandmother had to rewrite the rule books to a certain extent. My father and my mother have also done it their way. And now we're the younger generation coming through trying to do it our way because the world has changed so much. We believe that by streamlining and by bringing people together in order to effect real positive change is the only way forward. And it worked for previous generations, and we will always say yes to becoming patron of a charity that we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie, rather than potentially turning up to a charity once a year. I don't think that's necessarily beneficial to anybody. But our mental health campaign, Heads Together, back in the UK, is a classic example. We were able to bring together 8 mental health charities that have been working in the sector for many, many, many years. But being able to bring them together and say, right, you guys have never sat around a table together and discussed the main issues. What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. and therefore you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And they said, if you can remove the stigma, that makes our life a lot easier. So that's exactly what we did. We tried to remove the stigma and tried to normalize the discussion around mental health.
He was bringing professionals and connect them with people who needed the help. Did you have an issue then? Okay, so these are GIF that I put, know your role and shut your mouth. And I'm like, you're mad. All right, so there's people coming and saying, full indeed. All right, so there's more comments. Okay, if anyone has experience of a world with unique pressure, has built resilience, and fosters a culture that supports sustainable performance, Prince Harry has and does. Okay, that's where I was saying on yesterday's recording, which is still in this video, that his experience with his crazy family, okay, he survived them, made a very tough decision to leave the sheltered environment that he lived in throughout his life, to step out of it because he knew the choice that he was making was the right one.
I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. But as I said just now, the younger generation of the world has turned me into an optimist, because
the decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly.
That we believe in and that we're incredibly passionate about. But I think in today's world, you have to be involved with things that make sense to where your passions lie.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly.
I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
Got it? Let's do better.
And he stand by it. This is I'm telling you, people need to study what he just did here. Okay? This is not easy. Especially when people around you, his family, the people he thought who loved him, grew around him to be against his decision. Okay, I do not know if all of his family are against him, but they align, the rest of his family seems to align with the institution, except him. Okay, so this is a very tough decision. But deep in his core, he knew the decision that he was making was the right decision.
The decision that I have made for my wife and I to step back is not one I made lightly. It was so many months of talks after so many years of challenges. And I know I haven't always gotten it right, but as far as this goes, there really was no other option.
And he stand by it. He is uniquely qualified as BetterUp's Chief Impact Officer. Definitely. Okay, I absolutely love Stealth Mode Harry. We know who will have had a sudden thing to do today. Now I just need to get a sold out ticket and time to go for the rest of Uplift. Okay, so there's that. May God bless and protect him. Amen. Okay, there's the clap thumbs up for Harry and BetterUp. I miss it despite being registered virtually. I fell asleep before it started Paris time. Okay, winning team, there's the laugh here. You could laugh all you want. This is the thing. When you bring a group of well-minded people who mean well for others, okay, you come together and discuss things, okay, you could still be in the room, you hear different perspective of things. My goodness, to put him down just because of whatever views you may have, but his experience speaks volume. Okay, so I added some more tweets to this. So let me put the link. I searched for them. Let me see. It's pretty much, this is the one that I just did here. Prince Harry. Okay, that was this one. So I'm gonna go down the line. Okay, so this I put on the list. Okay, look at Prince Harry getting harder and harder as he get older. Okay, so there he is here. Okay, that's the person black again who did. Okay, he look better with a paper bag over his head. Okay, maybe you do. If this is what get you going with your significant other, yet you still click on content that's about him. Check yourself. Okay, AI or real? I don't know what's wrong with these people. There's no reason for him to put AI thing. Okay, Is that some kind of a word? Okay, so these are the haters. Okay, these are the haters. So let's skip that. I don't want to deal with these people.
It was always presumed, this is my take on it, which may be very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine, I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have.
Okay, that's the thing here. You have the squad who's talking about it. This is what helps in some shape or form, you know, the Sussexes get their words out. You have me, for instance, and you have other Sussex squad who talks about their work. But you have those haters coming under our stuff to instill their stupidity, their negative view about them. Instead of them creating their own, get away from us, do your own thing, create your own niche, whatever, do your negative in peace, but you're coming under ours. Okay?
But what kind of a world are we going to end up being part of if we don't listen to the younger generation who have all the solutions, they're better connected than ever before, and because of the connectivity, they have the opportunity and the ability to be able to fix problems in a quarter of the amount of time that anybody else of previous generations was able to do over a 10, 15, 20-year period.
Prince, not that I recommend for people to do things negative, but we're talking about positive things here. But you have them coming under our posts, sometime under my videos. Sometime I give them benefit of a doubt, okay, to talk to them and then, you know, see where they go with this, and then I block them later on. Okay, Prince Harry, there's the heart here. My guy is always prepared. The happiness and confidence look good on him. Okay, so there he is here. There's 5 comments under it. Okay, he is happy. He exudes confidence, kindness, and consideration for others less fortunate. Diana all the way. May he and his family be blessed with happiness and most of all, peace. He deserves it, as do his family. My guy. Well said. Love Harry. There's the heart. Mr. Justice Man. There's the heart. That's because the wife was... Oh, shut up. They both are doing their own thing. They don't... Oh, my Lord. Oh, give it a bag. You can stand that. He love his wife. You know, let's just block this. This is what I mean. They have to come and insert negativity. They have to come and insert negativity.
But I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have.
I don't understand these people. There's that here. That's an ad, and that's it. Let's go to the next one. And the next one is this. Okay. Not Mandy Killing being a luckiest person. I'm well jealous of Mandy. It should be me meeting Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. What is it? I think on my previous recording, yeah, I was having a hard time remembering her name. And under one of the comments, her name came up. Yeah, she did the podcast with Meghan. All right, this is the confidence of Meghan. She doesn't need to be next to Harry when he's doing his thing if it doesn't have to. This is BetterUp hired Prince Harry. This is Harry's thing. So Meghan doesn't have to be there if she doesn't want to be there. Okay, that was a job. This is his work. All right, so Meghan doesn't need to be there. Okay, so there's Mandy here. Okay, you know, when there's well-minded people, they know what's up. They're confident with themselves and their significant others. Okay, so that's the one I just read. Okay, that's an ad. There's that. This is extra. Okay, what is that? 10 hours ago. Did she come up with something? All right, let me add this. Hold on. This is going to be on the list, but let me finish with BetterUp, and then I'll add this near the end. Okay, so I just added this to the list. It will be a different video. Okay, so let's go back. Let's finish with BetterUp, which I started since yesterday, and part of it were messed up. Okay, Prince Harry was also pictured with familiar face at the BetterUp's Uplift 2024 event. Mandy Kaling, actress, comedian, writer, producer, and director. Mandy appears on Meghan podcast Archewell back in 2022. I'm telling you, time flies. 2 years ago. It seems like it was yesterday. All right, so there's the pictures. And there they are with the podcast. The Stigma of the Singleton with Mandy Kaling. Okay, so there's that. And there they are here. Let's read some of the comments. I hope we get another Megan and Mandy sit down. The episode, The Stigma of Singleton, is still one of my favorite from the Archetype with Megan podcast. We stand with Harry. Okay, there's the heart. Yes, she did. I listened to all Megan podcasts. Okay, so let's go back. Right, I believe this was the one that I originally did. Okay, today. Okay, yeah, I did this already. Okay, so let's go back. And then there's that. Okay, look at Harry at work and looking like a zaddy. Meg clean him up good. All right, so there's that. About 28 comments here. 38. Okay, there's the thinking face. So where is Harry missing Karen here? I don't see it. There's the laugh. He looks super happy away from that toxic environment. Has is looking well fed, healthy, and happy. Okay, she's making reference to the tabloid and the UK, you know, trying to say something about between Harry and, what is it? And Kate. Okay, haha, but her disrespectful to Harry, like he needed a wife to convince him to brush his hair. So this part of the recording messed up again. So I'm just gonna do the voiceover of just one of the tweets and then I'll go straight to the prayer because I did a prayer and there are things that I said in between. I don't remember what I said. So I'm just gonna go straight to the prayer. Okay, so let's finish up. Every wife spruces up their husband's wardrobe. So no, it's not disrespectful. Try again. So this part of the recording did not work. So this part of the recording messed up again. So I'm just gonna do the voiceover of just one of the tweets and then I'll go straight to the prayer because I did a prayer and there are things that I said in between. I don't remember what I said. So I'm just gonna go straight to the prayer. Okay, so let's finish up. Here. All right, so let's see here. Prayer. I think that's what I did yesterday. Okay. Oh, that was for another one. Prayer for love, family. Prayer for... what should I say? Prayer for... All right, so I decided to type prayer for the path you take because the decision that he has made for himself, okay, may God continue to guide him through the decision that he had made for himself and his family. Okay, his family meaning Megan, Archie, Lily, you know, that's what I mean by his family. Father, I acknowledge that you are the source of wisdom. I turn to you in confidence, knowing you will give me understanding when I ask. I pray you will lead me as I consider the next step. Teach me to trust your wisdom above all else. Okay, so that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. All right, so that is it. Okay, thank you for watching.
Without credit, I mean, I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. But as I said just now, the younger generation of the world has turned me into an optimist because they are the best connected, the most passionate generation that I think that we've ever had. And what we need to do is be able to create a platform so that they can be heard because they have the solutions to some of the world's biggest problems. It was always presumed, this is my take on it, which may be very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine, I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have. But what kind of a world are we gonna end up being part of if we don't listen to the younger generation who have all the solutions? They're better connected than ever before. And because of the connectivity, they have the opportunity and the ability to be able to fix problems in a quarter of the amount of time that anybody else of previous generations was able to do over a 10, 15, 20-year period.
Evolution. This is the future. This is the future. Evolution. This is the future. Evolution.
You realize once you have access or a voice that people are willing to listen to, with that comes a lot of responsibility.
We're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
Today is April 6, 2023. It is 2:44 p.m. So I have a little bit of time, and I thought, let me get this initial video out. Whenever I have time, I'll record. So this is the first video for this channel. Well, I should say second video, because I did like an introduction in terms of what this channel will be focusing on, more in terms of background of Harry and Meghan kind of thing, and things that they have said in the past. So I decided to create this channel to focus mostly on their charitable work. I don't know which direction I'm gonna go with it, but it will be definitely focused on their charitable work. So I thought, since I have the time, let me go over their website to give a basic idea of where they're coming from. And I was looking at their website before I started recording. One of the things I was thinking of doing was to highlight each of these organizations they have helped or they're part of. Then I said, let me just read, go over their webpage, and then go over the impact report. And then maybe another video, I'll do a review of the organization